Hi Libra, welcome to your July astrology forecast. This is a generic reading for the month of July. For those of you who have your sun, moon, rising, ascendant in Libra, this is applicable for you. Remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm uploading a new video every week now. It will be wonderful to see you there. The big news this month, Librans, is the Jupiter retrograde, and I will speak more about it later. And specifically, how is it that it's going to be affecting you, and which house is it going to be aspecting for you? I'll break down the month for you. We have a new moon that is there on the 10th, and it is there in your own house of career, reputation, and it also speaks about accolades and credit being given. So new beginnings over here, Librans, lovely time. Some of you could have picked up new work. Some of you may have infused a new energy into your existing work, and they could just be this sense of a lot of hope, a lot of excitement, wanting to do things right. On 12th, we have Mercury that is coming in, joining the new moon over here in this house of career and reputation. So a lot of conversations, maybe you could be discussing new ideas as to how it is that you can expand your work. Maybe a lot of conversations could be happening around your work and how best you could expand it. On the 22nd, we have your ruling planet Venus, and she's moving into the house of behind the scenes, spirituality. So lovely time for introspection, lovely time to be recharging your emotional batteries. This is also the house, besides spirituality, it governs hospitals, prisons, at times even our own psychological patterns. It speaks about family skeletons. It also speaks about self-sabotaging. Good time to be looking at how far you've come. Good time to be looking at your own emotional patterns. What is it that triggers you, Librans? Good time to be even seeking a therapist if something has been troubling you. Maybe something has to do with the past. Maybe something, a certain thought pattern which could have become almost addictive. Maybe that is something that needs to get released, and you need to be at times, even when we speak with somebody who's absolutely unbiased, it can give us another perspective on our own situation. So good time to be looking or visiting a therapist, a counselor, and just checking as exactly what is it going on in our deep psyche. On 23rd, we have Sun that is joining Mars in your house of groups of friends. So great time to be taking that trip with your friends. Good time to be traveling. Good time to be launching a book, publishing a book. Good time to be writing that piece of music and releasing it. Wonderful time overall to be doing creative things, activity-based things with groups of people. These are the people who maybe you're a part of the same club, you have similar goals, similar desire, but a good time to be doing a group activity. On 24th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of love, romance, creativity, and children. So it can be that there's a realization as far as a love relationship is concerned. Maybe something is brought to clarity, and there's almost a sort of a aha moment that you have this month. It can, because this governs relationships, it also governs your pet projects, your projects that you're really passionate about. It also governs children and your creative endeavors. It can be that besides, of course, that you can expect some good news about your child. It can be that about a certain relationship there is a lot of clarity, that I wouldn't say acceptance, and it can be quite an emotional time for you, because full moons tend to bring up emotions on the surface. They bring to clarity things that may have been hidden from us, that we may have been in denial of. So it can be a certain relationship, and it could be slightly hurtful, that it comes to fore and you are just sort of taken aback and you're feeling very emotional. In certain cases, depending as to how the rest of the planets are placed, that there is a relationship comes to an end. You break up with a person, and in some cases it can be that you deepen the relationship. If things have been going well, then it's a sign or time also of deepening. Maybe you get engaged to this person. For those of you who have been working really hard, it's a good time to be letting your inner child out. It's a good time to be being playful, Librans. You know, we get so caught up in our own lives that we forget really to get out and have fun, or even be easy on ourselves. On 29th, we have Jupiter that is rolling back into this house of love, romance, creativity, and children, and it stays retrograde pretty much the entire year. Now, the interesting thing about Jupiter going retrograde in Aquarius is that it is going to make you question your own belief system. It's going to be making you question your own conditioning as far as love is concerned, Librans. It's not a good time for speculation, not a good time for gambling, especially as far as stocks are concerned. And Jupiter is going to encourage you to get more information as far as maybe your relationship is concerned. Maybe you are used to operating in a certain way in a relationship, or maybe the society has told you that this is how it works in a relationship, and you have uh, you have walked that path. But Jupiter retrograde is going to make you question your decisions as far as your love relationship is concerned. For those of you who are in a shaking relationship, it can be that you will, again, because we also have a full moon in this house, you will reach a decision basis a pro and a con exercise. You will sort of look back, you will review, and you will see as to what has really been going on, and you will decide to walk away from it. For those of you who understand and recognize the toxic pattern that may be existing in your relationship, as far as a love relationship is concerned, um, you are again being asked to question and look at it and reform it. So it's like a course correction with Jupiter retrograde. Maybe things that we had not been able to do earlier, it's a good time to be changing that now with Jupiter retrograde. So a lot of focus on your house of groups of friends, and of course on your relationship. So while Jupiter will encourage you to expand your mind, Saturn is going to be asking you to be critical, um, be very prudent while making a decision as far as a relationship is concerned. Globally, we can expect a lot of confusion in policies, or even, I would say, some amount of unrest politically, because when COVID was really raging, so was Jupiter. It was like in its prime, it was fully active, and now that with the retrograde, we have seen the numbers fall. But I won't be surprised that again by October there's again a surge of numbers that is there, and that's again the time when Jupiter is going to be going direct and moving into Capricorn, and it's going to be going direct. So it can be again. There can be another lockdown, there can be more policies, restrictions, structures, and that is something again with a Jupiter direct in Capricorn will bring about. I'll try and do a separate video on that. But for you, Librans specifically, the focus is around being very prudent, or even I would say, besides prudent, being quite critical of the decision of the love relationship decisions that you are making. You are being asked to question them, you are being asked to review them, you are being asked to relook at them and then decide. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. Do remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm putting up a new video every week now. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much.